Do you ever pick up your Steam Deck,
Yes.
scroll your library, and just don't know what to play?
All the
Or
time.
worse, you start something that just doesn't fit the handheld vibe at all, and it completely kills your mood.
Oh, no.
Well, today, let's fix that, because we're going to dive into 5 Steam Deck game genres that are so addictive, so perfectly suited to portable play, you're going to wonder how you ever played without them. And these are games that fit the Steam Deck so well, your only real problem will be remembering to put it down. First up are roguelikes or roguelites. They're called roguelike because they're inspired by a classic game named Rogue from 1980, probably way before you were born, even I wasn't born, which was famous for randomly generating worlds and permanent character death. Does that sound familiar? These games, they're all about short runs, fast upgrades, and basically endless replayability. They're games like Hades or Hades 2, Dead Cells, Vampire Survivor, and many others. And the nice thing about them is that every session is different, and every death,
Not again!
yes, they can be fairly frustrating, makes you want to just have one more run. And they're a perfect fit for the Steam Deck's suspend or resume feature, that orange button. You can play for a few minutes or a few hours. Either way, you're locked in. Next are turn-based strategy and tactical card games. They're named literally like that because gameplay happens turn by turn. So you take your time, you plan moves carefully, and then watch your strategy unfold. Here you get games like Slay the Spire with the endless combos, or XCOM 2, which in my opinion is still one of the best tactical campaigns on any system, or the brilliant Clair Obscure Expedition 33, which came out this year. And basically, this deliberate, slower pacing is a perfect match for the Steam Deck, because the games really let you take your time, and the deck lets you pause real life to just finish one more turn. Next up are Metroidvanias and platformers, and the expression Metroidvanias is actually a mashup term inspired by two classic games, Metroid and Castlevania, which were famous for intricate maps, exploration and progressive unlocks. So they're games that are all about movement, exploration and mastery. Usually you start weak, then you explore, you unlock a bunch of things, you grow stronger, and you just keep going. So whether it's the emotional depth of Ori, or the brutal beauty of Blasphemous, or the legendary perfection of Hollow Knight, these games are pure flow state. And on the deck, due to the tight controls, and especially the vibrant screen, they really shine, because that brings out the beauty and precision that makes these adventures so beautiful. Next up are management sim or life games, and management and sim games, short for simulation, and they're all about controlling and shaping small worlds or complex systems. Arguably the daddy of all sim games still is SimCity, where you're building cities, but there's great games out there, for example Football Manager, where you're managing a football or soccer squad. You've got Stardew Valley, where you're running a farm. Then you've got Faster Than Light, where you're managing emergencies, or there's Two Point Campus, where you're building a campus. And these games, they offer a satisfying routine and long-term goals. This is what makes them so exciting, and it works perfectly on the Steam Deck because they are slower paced games, and it turns all this managing into a very cozy ritual, which is perfect for relaxing play. Great to do in bed. Another great genre which you should give a go to is survival or crafting games, and these are generally slower burners, but they are absolutely super dangerously addictive because they challenge you to gather resources, or for example to build shelters, to grow and to navigate dangerous worlds. So basically what you do is you gather, you build, you survive, and then you keep expanding. And there's games here like Subnautica, which immerses you in this crazy oceanic world, or Valheim, which lets you build a Viking empire, or Don't Starve. And what these games do is they reward long-time progression, and the fact that the Steam Deck is portable makes it very easy for you to dip into these worlds anytime, turning these kind of slow burn games into daily adventures. Now, before we wrap this one up, let me give you 2 quick bonus shoutouts for genres which you may not expect to work well on a handheld, but I think the Steam Deck handles them brilliantly. The first one is arcade racers and sports sims. Both of them are quick hit action-oriented genres, and they're amazing on the Steam Deck because naturally it lends itself to brief but highly engaging sessions. So you got games like Automobilista, for example, or V-Rally, and yes, I raise my hand, I really like racing games. Or you've got football games, soccer games like International Superstar Soccer, or the PES games that you can emulate. And the fact that you can just put the Steam Deck to sleep and then just resume whenever you want, and you've got these very responsive controls as well, lets you dive into these small chunks of adrenaline fueled action whenever you want, and that's, for me, great. And secondly, we have massive open world adventure games, and at first you may think that expansive worlds like those of The Witcher 3, for example, or Ghost Recon Wildlands, which are 2 of my favourite games, don't really work very well on a portable device because you want to see them on a big screen, 65-inch, or maybe a projector. But trust me that the Steam Deck not only handles them well, not only translates them well, but I find it transforms the experience, because these epic games, they become very personal, they become immersive due to the handheld nature of the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck's portability means that you can just chip away at the longer quests for a little bit, you can explore the maps, you can do whatever you want at your leisure, and you don't need the TV or the desk. And when you're finished, you can just put the Steam Deck down and resume whenever you want, and that is absolutely great. By the way, if you like exploring AAA games and to see how they perform on the Steam Deck, don't miss a video that I put up, which is Best Steam Deck Games, 5 classic AAA titles that still shine in 2025. It's packed with some iconic experiences that really showcase how well the device works. I put it up here for you. And so there we go, 5 addictive genres plus a few extras that show you how versatile the Steam Deck really is. Some games hook you for minutes, others for entire weekends, but all of them prove one thing: this handheld can do it pretty much all. So what about you? What's the one game you can't stop playing on the deck? Drop it down in the comments. I'm always looking for new addictions and I'm always answering the comments. And if you want more Steam Deck content, hidden gems, more talk about handhelds, genre breakdowns, etc., and honest reviews, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!